This year's NatWest T20 Club Finals Day has been contested by 720 clubs from 32 leagues across England and Wales, culminating in Finals Day here at the 3A's County Ground in Derbyshire. At the start of the day, there were 4 captains all hoping to lift the trophy. Nick Cantello of Bramall, Chris Williams of Tunbridge Wells, Mark Thomas of 2010 winners Swardeston, and Dan Wheeldon of Sandiacre Town.
Everyone's looking forward to it. We were treated well last night. Everyone's got here, they're excited. Almost can't wait to get out there, so just ready to get started now.
Bit of nerves, bit of excitement. Yeah, it's a bit of mixture, so there's a lot of old heads in there with a lot of experience. To be honest, some of them are the most nervous about playing today, but no, they're looking forward to it.
Second club's finals day for you guys, is that an advantage?
Maybe, I think, yeah, but there's only 4 of us left from 2010, so I guess we'll be a bit more relaxed than the rest, but it's still a great honour to be here and we're all looking forward to it.
Massive day. For us, we've had a really sort of up and down season in terms of our league season, so we saved ourselves from the misery of relegation at the weekend, so it's just nice to come into today and really we've just got a licence to go for it.
The first semi-final drew Bramall from Cheshire against local boys Sandiacre Town. After the formalities of team photos, it was time to get down to business.
Whatever happens, we've done so well together, so if the worst case scenario does happen, still leave out the field here with our heads up. No moping around and stuff. We've got a cracking run to get here. We should be very proud of ourselves for getting this far.
We back each other up 110%, no matter what happens. We stick together. Let's go out there, do our things, and get on top of this game. Get this game won. Come on, let's get out there. Let's go.
Sandiacre won the toss and decided to bowl first on a fresh-looking Derbyshire wicket. Openers Ashley West and Adam Wilde showed no signs of nerves as they found the boundary with ease and raced to 50 after just 5 overs. Ashley West then hit the first 6 of the day in the 7th over as he dispatched a long hop over mid-wicket, much to his teammates' delight.
Yes, Wildy!
Bramall had reached 97 without loss before Ashley West attempted another big hit and was well caught in the deep for 42. Ash, 97 for the first wicket, good start.
Yeah, pretty happy. I think about 170 is probably par today, so yeah, good start, and hopefully these 2 guys can bat for the next 7-8 overs and really push us on.
How did it play?
Skidding on a bit of turn there, but yeah, when the pace on the ball, it came on quite nicely.
And your own knock, you looked in good form.
Yeah, a few dots in the middle, and then nice 6th. Yeah, no, it felt good.
That brought danger man Iftikhar Nasir to the crease, who had already scored 160 not out earlier in the competition. But before he was able to make an impact, Adam Wilde edged behind for 36. And Bramall were in further trouble when Matt Hughes went in the same manner for a golden duck. 97 for none had soon become 98 for 3, and that called for Nick Cantello to play a captain's knock. He responded with some lusty blows to boost Bramall's run rate. Nasir joined in and lifted Conway Jones for a massive 6 down the ground, before he holed out to long off for 27. Conway Jones with the catch. Some good fielding in the final overs restricted Bramall to 156 for 4 off their 20 overs.
I think we got off to a good start there, and obviously when the ball gets a little bit softer it's a bit harder to get away, so I think it's a competitive score and hopefully we'll bowl well, and it should be a close one.
Bramall took to the field knowing that they would have to bowl well to restrict Sandiacre Town, and especially ex-Derbyshire batsman Dan Birch.
100% here, boys. Let's go hard.
And it was the perfect start for Birch as he dispatched a no ball through point for 4, first ball of the reply. Birch continued to take apart the Sandiacre bowlers off both front and back foot. Bringing up his 50 of just 8 overs. Chapman, who provided able support, then began to find his feet, dispatching Nasir for 4 back over his head. Birch was by now sending balls over the pavilion and into the car park. He couldn't quite see his team home though, as he mistimed a pull straight to square leg off Sanders and was gone for a breathtaking 73 off 43 balls, including 8 fours and 4 maximums.
Dan, well played. What a great display of striking that was.
Thank you, yeah, enjoyed it. Hopefully goes off to a good start now for the boys can see it in.
Yeah, great start, and you're on the box seat now, aren't you?
Yeah, we got good momentum when we was fielding. We brought it back well into the last 5, which gave us good momentum going into the innings there, and then we got a good start. Hopefully we'll see it through.
Despite Chapman being dismissed after a smart bit of work from keeper Sam Johnson, it was too little too late as Curtis finished the game off in style.
Congratulations, glad that's over with.
Yeah, I'm glad we got the nerves out of the way. Obviously nobody wants to lose in the first game. We've all come here to get to the final, so just happy we could do that.
And where do you think you won the game?
We set the platform, and Birchie can just take the game away from people. You know, once he gets going, it's very difficult to reel it back in.
Is that the kind of player he is? Goes from ball 1?
Oh yeah, he does that week in, week out. You know, we give him licence. That's the way he plays. We're not going to change him. You know, he's a big, strong lad. He doesn't have to hit it out the middle for it to go for 4 or 6. So we just give him licence to do what he wants. He's played enough first-class cricket and league cricket to know when and where to go. So yeah, we just let him go.
And his innings was very impressive, but the bowling in the middle overs to me was really important. You really tied them down.
Yeah, we know we've got 4 good seamers. We perhaps didn't hit our areas like we'd like to in the first 6 overs, but we know you can just sit in, and when a wicket comes you can put some pressure on the new men. And John bowled a fantastic over and really put them on the back foot, and then we squeezed for 3 or 4 overs and put them behind the rate and got some momentum. I think last couple of overs, if you get the momentum going into the second half, you know, you're ahead of the game.
And what's your plan now?
Just rest a couple of hours, see the missus, and then we'll get some food on board and get ready to go again.
Come on, well done lads, top efforts.
Nick, very disappointing.
Yeah, the whole game, to be honest, I don't think we performed well enough at all. It's the worst we've performed in the tournament so far. Maybe 20-30 runs more would have been probably enough. We bowled terribly and we fielded terribly. We've had a bad day at the office, to be honest. Unfortunately, it's on the biggest stage.
No, the bowlers might not have bowled as well as they could have done, but there was some serious hitting by Dan Birch there.
Oh yeah, he's a striker of a cricket ball for sure, yeah, one of the biggest 6s I've seen. But still, you know, if you bowl well at him and you don't give him that, or we take a chance early on potentially, then it's a different game. So, very disappointed, but you know, it's done very well to get where we are.
So it was Sandiacre Town who ran out convincing winners by 8 wickets and were the first team through to the final. The second semi saw 2010 winners Swardeston take on Tunbridge Wells from Kent. It was Tunbridge Wells who won the toss and decided to bowl first. And like the first semi-final, runs flowed freely early on, with Pete Lambert and Jordan Taylor looking at ease against the pace of the Tunbridge bowlers. That was until Lambert mistimed a drive and was smartly caught by Will Stickler at short cover. That resulted in a flurry of wickets as Jordan Taylor was trapped LBW off Alex Williams for 26. And Stephen Gray came and went, leaving Swardeston wobbling at 55 for 3. It was then up to Lewis Denmark and ex-Sussex and Hampshire batsman Joe Gatting to rebuild. And that they did nicely, with Gatting playing perhaps the shot of the day as he put O'Riordan over his head for 6.
94 for 3 off 12, good position.
Yeah, I think we've got a good platform to go for now for the last 8. If we can look to get around the 160, 170 mark, I think that'll be a good score.
Yeah, a couple of early wickets, but these two have rebuilt really well.
Yeah, they've put a nice partnership on. They're playing the spin quite well. As if Gat, he's quite an explosive player against the spin, so if he can kick on. I was just talked up. That's unfortunate now. So maybe next guy's coming in, just back round him, try and build again.
And build again they did, despite losing Ruffle, who was undone by a peach from Freddie Flory. Denmark carried on playing aggressively. He finally went playing one big shot too many and was caught in the deep by Smith for a well-made 39. There was a late flurry of boundaries from Mark Thomas and Matt Taylor. Until Sadler returned with some high-quality death bowling. Swardeston were able to post a very competitive total of 167, which meant Tunbridge Wells required 168 to reach the final.
167, happy with that?
Yeah, we're quietly confident. Boundaries are very gettable. We've got some big hitters early doors, so no, can only be positive.
Yeah, it seems like the power play is the most important time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we're going to go quite hard early doors and see what happens.
The boundaries are very accessible. That's why this same score got knocked off so easily in the first game. Right, build. Okay, that power play, runs might come easy, and we keep those wickets in hand and go hard. Yeah.
Captain Chris Williams and Marcus O'Riordan opened the innings. And they were both positive right from the outset, dispatching anything that was offline. Young Tom Oxley made the breakthrough when he bowled O'Riordan for a quick-fire 16. Tunbridge Wells responded positively, with the Williams brothers looking in fine touch. With his brother at the other end, Chris Williams then dragged on off Oxley, leaving them 52 for 2. Another partnership began to form between Alex Williams and Stickler, but it was the introduction of Swardeston captain Mark Thomas that halted the Tunbridge run chase. Thomas, with his wily medium paces, tore the heart out of the Tunbridge middle order by dismissing first Alex Williams and then Stickler thanks to some smart work by keeper Stephen Gray. As momentum was stalling, Tunbridge had to put their foot down. Boundaries, though, were coming frequently enough to keep them in the game. Gatting was introduced and all but ended Tunbridge's hopes as he helped himself to 2 wickets. And when Eccles had Sadler caught at mid-wicket for 12, Tunbridge had been bowled out for 144, 23 short of their target, and Swardeston would follow Sandiacre Town into the final of the NatWest Club T20.
Mark, well played, through to the final.
Yep, good performance. I thought 167 would be competitive, arguably a little bit above par. But we think we bowled and fielded very well collectively.
Yeah, it was a real team performance, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we lost a few early wickets and then consolidated in the middle. I think everyone contributed to that victory.
Commiserations. Why do you think you lost that?
To be honest, in the middle overs of both innings, they obviously were able to find the boundary a bit too easily. When they took the pace off second half, they made it very hard for us. They bowled really well. They made us take really high risk options, set good fields, and we lost too many wickets in that middle period.
With the ball, you seem to take wickets constantly, but the run rate was still quite high.
Yeah, we were poor at bowling to the new batsman, which is a real shame. When you get a new guy in, you want to really put pressure on him, bowl a few dots early in their innings, but we probably made it a bit too easy. Or, to be honest, it also takes a bit of good batting. It takes a bit of boldness to come out and play shots in your first 3 or 4 balls, which they did, so hats off to them, really.
And when you're chasing 167, you really need one person to go on and make a score, and that didn't really happen, did it?
No. Probably, people like myself, I got myself in, was seeing it well, and then you get out. But you're not going to win. You're not going to chase 160 in a T20 with your top 5 contributing sort of 50 or 60. One of them needs to get a big score, and that's where we lost it, really, probably.
So we have our finalists. After the break, we'll see who will become champions of the NatWest Club T20 2016. So we have our two finalists, Sandiacre Town and Swardeston, and they were both in a relaxed mood as they waited for the final to begin. It was Sandiacre Town who won the toss, and they stuck with the same method they had successfully used all tournament and decided to bowl first. As the players made their way out, the crowd was building and everyone was set for the final game of this year's competition. It was Pete Lambert who got Swardeston underway with a brace of boundaries towards the leg side. Marius Conway-Jones made the breakthrough when he clean bowled Lambert for 12 in the 4th over. And he struck again soon after when Jordan Taylor played all round a straight one. Then the very next over it got even worse for Swardeston as they lost Stephen Gray LBW without scoring to leave them tottering at 21 for 3. Enter Lewis Denmark. In fine form after the semi-final, his team needed another similar performance. And he got going quickly when he cut his second ball through backward point for 4. Once again, it was up to Denmark and Gatting to rebuild the innings. Gatting started to add some momentum and showed his class with an exquisite shot over extra cover against Robert Cook. But Cook soon had his revenge as he had Gatting caught and bowled just as he was wrestling back momentum for Swardeston.
83 for 4 after 13, bit behind the 8 ball?
Yeah, a little bit. I think ideally it would be a bit more at this stage, but I think our target now would probably get 140 minimum.
The fall of Gatting didn't seem to bother Denmark, who continued to find the boundary with ease. New man Freddie Ruffle looked comfortable as he dispatched a 6 over long on. But he fell attempting the same feat as he was well caught at third man by James Chapman. Denmark reached his 50 with a bit of luck, but take nothing away from his knock as he was holding the innings together and getting Swardeston up to a defendable total. With Jeremy Elliott for company during the final overs, Denmark started to up the tempo and was brutal to anything that was slightly offline. And when Elliott scooped the final ball of the innings for 4 over fine leg, the recovery was complete, and Swardeston had posted 148 for 5 from their 20 overs, with Lewis Denmark undoubtedly the star of the show.
69 not out of 55 balls, well batted.
Cheers, thank you. Yeah, 148 for 5, maybe a little bit under par what we were looking for at the start, but early wickets that we lost, it was probably key that myself or one of the other players in our long batting lineup took it deep into the innings and gave us the best opportunity to post a total.
148, you would have taken that, wouldn't you?
100%, yeah. After the first game, you say anything under that, well happy with, yeah. Same pitch, probably got flatter, tricky under the lights, it's hard to see anything as you can tell. But no, it's good, well happy with that.
148 wouldn't have been enough in the semi-finals, but with the pressure of a final and chasing under lights, Swardeston were very much in the game. Unlike their semi-final, it was Chapman, not Birch, who got Sandiacre off to a flying start, putting away anything that strayed slightly leg side. Birch, having been so devastating in the semi-final, couldn't repeat the dose this time and was clean bowled by Michael Eccles for a 7-ball duck, a massive breakthrough for Swardeston. Chapman was looking good as he picked up a leg stump half volley from Ruffle for the first maximum of the reply. At 25 for 1 after 4 overs, the game was in the balance. But Chapman was adjudged leg before for 18 off Michael Eccles, a decision he didn't seem too pleased about. Despite the flurry of wickets, captain Dan Wilden looked to stay positive against the leg spin of Taylor in the power play. Taylor was convinced he had Curtis caught behind when he was on 5, only for the umpire to remain unmoved. Not that it mattered too much anyway, when he had Curtis stumped 3 balls later without adding to his score. Sandiacre's hopes seemed to rest with Captain Wilden, who was looking in fine touch. But when he was bowled by Swardeston captain Mark Thomas for 19, it left Sandiacre in deep trouble at 52 for 4. John Jordison hit Walker straight to long on to leave Sandiacre 65 for 5 and reeling. 39-year-old Thomas picked up his second wicket of the final when he clean bowled Ollie Saffel for 1. And just like the semi-final, Gatting was brought on in the latter stages and was difficult to get away. And once again he dismantled the tail, firstly dismissing Reed for a duck, and then McFadden in the same over without troubling the scorers. With 66 needed off the final 4 overs, there was only going to be one outcome. And this was confirmed when Robert Cook scooped Gatting to Freddie Ruffle at fine leg, which sparked joyous scenes for the team from Norfolk.
T20 finalist winners for 2016 on Swardeston Cricket Club.
Mark, 2 times winners, great day for the club.
Yeah, amazing day. Thanks to everyone for coming, made it really good fun. Thanks to Derby for putting the game on. I can nearly retire now.
At 21 for 3, you must have felt pretty worried.
Yeah, you know, that's been our strength all season. We have got strength in depth. We bat quite low down, we've got plenty of bowling options.
And how special was Lewis's knock?
Lewis played brilliantly, you know, we were under a lot of pressure there. That last partnership with Jeremy Elliott as well was crucial. I think anything above 140 they're under a lot of pressure, and then we just bowled and defended really well.
Dan, hard luck, so close but yet so far.
Yeah, it's obviously incredibly disappointing to lose in the final, but you can't take anything away from those guys. They simply executed their plan better than we did. Just like to say a big thank you to everyone that's come out and supported us through the whole competition and today, and I'm sure those lads would echo that. It means a hell of a lot to us.
148 for 5, you must have thought you had a pretty good chance.
Yeah, I think if you'd have offered me that before the game, I think I'd have taken it, to be honest. Simply, our top order just didn't quite get in and get set today, and that cost us, really.
So that wraps up the NatWest T20 club competition for another year. Well done to all 4 teams involved, but there can only be one winner. And this year, that's Swardeston Cricket Club. Thanks for watching.
Enjoy Sky Sports Live. On all screens, on the go, and the best bits on demand.